Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder as opposed to, say, an anxiety disorder, which is more thought based. Let's think of mood as pleasant or unpleasant, and high mood, high energy or low energy. So, high energy, unpleasant mood would be like anger, low energy, unpleasant mood would be sadness, depression. Um, Low energy, pleasant mood would be calm, and high energy, pleasant mood would be yay, happy. Um, so our mood is being affected by bipolar disorder. Bi meaning two, polar, think about the poles of the earth. So two opposites. Someone experiencing bipolar disorder would go through both of these states at different times and they would swing between these two polar states. The low one would be called depression, depressive episodes. This would be sadness as well as low energy. Depression is usually characterized by sadness, it's explained as sadness, but it's more than that. Sometimes there's no hope, there's no point in even being sad. So you can't get out of bed, you struggle to take care of yourself, it's difficult to concentrate at work, your self esteem drops, you can also have suicidal ideation. So the depressive state is a low state. The manic state, the other one, the second of the two poles, is a very high energy state. You don't sleep for nights because you just have so much energy that you won't sleep and then you'll collapse. Your thoughts are racing at the speed of light, that sometimes when you're trying to speak you'll say every fourth word and then it'll sound like gibberish. Your brain is going in so many different directions because you have so many ideas, and there's a lot of grandiose thinking, which means I'm the best in the world, I'm invincible, I can fly, nothing will hurt me. And so manic episodes can have a lot of severe implications in terms of your safety. So you may harm yourself because you think a knife won't hurt you. You may quit your job because you think you're smarter than everyone else on the planet. These are the various different things that can. There's a lack of impulse control during mania as well. So these are the two states, and someone experiencing bipolar disorder will swing between these states at different points in their lives. Bipolar disorder is treatable and manageable. It is one of those mental illnesses that requires medication. Please go to a certified mental health professional to get a diagnosis and understand your treatment plan. It will require medication, which is also supplemented by lifestyle changes like your nutrition, your activity levels, meditative practices. All of these things need to be discussed with a mental health professional. There are side effects to these medications. A lot of times you can work with your psychiatrist to find the right dose that works for you, that has least amount of side effects, that still allows you to live a meaningful, productive, healthy life. This is something you'll have to work with your psychiatrist. What's really important to remember is that the longer you wait to get treatment, it's more likely that your treatment process is going to be more complicated, because each manic episode causes structural changes to the brain, and untreated depression as also causes structural changes to the brain. And so early intervention and seeking help as soon as you notice something is off is really important. One of the things that sometimes happens with bipolar disorder is that the person is usually willing to reach out and ask for help during a depressive state, because they feel the sadness, they feel something is wrong, and it's an unpleasant feeling. During a manic episode, the person usually believes that everything's all right and that they're great. It's unlikely that they ask for help during these moments. And if, as a patient, I go to my doctor and I only tell him about the times when I'm feeling depressive, it is possible that the psychiatrist may give me an antidepressant, which could trigger a manic episode. It's one of those tricky disorders, and you need to tell the psychiatrist, give them as much information about what you're experiencing as you can, and remember that you work together to understand what is going on with you. Something that happens during manic episodes, not every time, but something that happens sometimes is that the person forgets what they've done and what they've said during their manic episode. This can be very disorienting, and it can also cause a lot of problems in relationships, because during my manic episode I may have said something to someone, I may have done something, and I have no memory of this, and while I was in that state I had no control over my actions. For example, I may have offered someone a job, or promised someone money that I don't actually have. I may see someone who's very attractive, and normally I would see someone who's very attractive, remember, oh, I have a husband, I'm also attracted to him, not really think about this person so much, and move ahead with my day. But during a manic episode, I may see a very attractive person and then just jump on impulse and have no, like, just go and ask them out or kiss them, and then I have ruined my marriage. But I was not in control, and I have no idea, and there's no way to explain this. You might hit someone, you might put all your money into the lottery. You can make decisions during a manic episode. You can say things to people, mean, harsh things to people that you didn't necessarily mean. And then remembering also leads to a lot of shame and guilt, and not remembering is also very disorienting and uncomfortable. When someone is going through a manic episode, you often try and limit their communication, because they might send emails to their work colleagues or their clients saying things that don't make sense. So there are different things that one needs to be mindful of when taking care of someone with a manic episode, and different things that someone needs to be mindful of when taking care of someone during their depressive episode. Bipolar disorder is complicated. I can't even imagine what it must be like, because I haven't been through it, but I've seen other people who have. I can only imagine that it is scary. It sounds scary, but I do know that I know lots of people who are living meaningful, fulfilling lives. They seek treatment, they have found help. It has taken time, it has not necessarily been easy, but they're doing better. They're on maintenance doses. They're living the life that they would like to live. And so, please, if you think that you have bipolar disorder, go to a mental health professional, seek help. There are links in the description below of resources that could be helpful for you or someone you care about if you think that you are experiencing these symptoms.